I was skiing up in the Sierra Nevada mountains, and I was involved in a collision with another skier. One of the first thoughts that came to me was to forgive the other person and not to have blame, because I was working with the thought immediately that accidents are unknown to God or immortal mind. And in the first chapter of Genesis, that God created everything he had made, and he saw that it was very good. We learn in Christian Science that God loves us. He cares for us. God leads the way. So how could there be an accident if I'm being guided forward by God, a loving God that cared for me? So I was encouraged by these thoughts, and I could stick with that thought to gather myself and kind of regroup. But I had felt like bones were not connected in my body anymore, especially in my collarbone, my ribs, and a place in my back. I could move my legs, but I could not raise my arms at all. I did get to my house, and fortunately, my daughter had come up, and she helped me get in. I called a Christian Science practitioner, who's someone that prays for you, and we worked together with the thought of man's harmony. I tell my Sunday school students that harmony permeates reality. Well, for a few days working with the practitioner, there was progress, and I felt more mobile and more together. A friend of mine came over to do a workout, and I thought I'll at least go down and visit with my friend to keep him company while he could do the workout and I could watch. During that time, I received a text on my phone from a client I was building a house for, and the text was not a complimentary text. It was actually, I felt very offended by it. And my first thought was, I know what I'm doing, and they don't, and I'm going to text them back and really let them know how I feel about it. Then the thought came to me, no, just let God handle that. Put your pride aside and be humble, and don't text that back. And I put the phone down. And when I did that, right at that moment, there was a clink, clink, clink in my body. It was loud enough that my friends working out next to me turned and looked at me. Everything that had been out of place went right back into place with that humility, with that feeling that God was in control, and it wasn't me. I didn't need to speak for myself in that text. And at that, I went over and did some push-ups with my friend on the ground, and from there moved forward. And it was, I believe, that humility, that turning to God and knowing that God is the only power, God was in control, and I could never be out of that control.